Welcome to our FAR 31 sampling solution video. This is where we'll show you how we can do fast and efficient sample testing for indirect cost estimation. The solution employs physical unit classical variable sampling that is AASHTO and DCAA compliant. It consists of two Python applications that make Excel macro-enabled workbooks. The first one, the Sampling Tool Builder, organizes account data into worksheets for easy sampling. The Work Papers Report Builder collates samples into client-facing worksheets for evaluation. The Sampling Tool Builder starts with a list of high-risk accounts from a company's trial balance sheet. Then the versatile Excel importer hunts and finds account data across workbooks, worksheets, and within worksheets. And then the automated audit analyzer automatically detects reversals and offsets and separates them from the population data. The sampling tool that gets created is a macro-enabled workbook that allows you to refine and configure samples, account by account, where you can edit the population data, change sample sizes, and large dollar thresholds to reflect your auditor judgment. Once samples are ready in the sampling tool, you point to it with the Work Papers Report Builder application. It builds attractive, client-facing worksheets for each account sample. It automatically updates the evaluation projections as you input sample errors for unallowable amounts. The evaluation perfectly mirrors calculation by DCAA's EasyQuant in an evaluation worksheet that updates automatically. The reports also include two worksheets for easy copy and paste into EasyQuant for evaluation confirmation. Please contact us. Director of Professional Services Donna Ellis is looking forward to speaking with you. You can reach her at donna@auditdataanalytics.net, and her office number is 864-625-2171. We want to give you a demonstration now of how this works. So you can see here, for example, we have QuickBooks transactions detail data, where you could have data in this sort of outline format where you may have up to, say, here we have 4 columns, columns B through E, that have account identifiers in them. And then we have things like the date, the memo, and the debit columns, which we're interested in. So to do this, we run the application. The application lets us first select the account analysis file. This file is a listing of accounts that we're looking for. We can see it here. So you can see we have certain account identifiers listed, and we have the desired sample sizes for those accounts listed over here. And we can see these are the letters of the columns that we'll need to type in here. A. Once we've done that, then we can select File. We can select our Details Transactions file. Once that's done, we can put in the letters corresponding to those columns, H, L, and N. This is the data we were looking at previously. It automatically is able to detect transactions based on workbook and worksheet names, but we're going to do things based on those account columns we saw in the data. We're going to do exact match and fill to total. Perform identification of reversals. And put in a large dollar threshold of $2,000. Once the program begins to run, you can see it keeps track. It tells you which accounts you're working on as it goes through the process. As you can see, it only takes about 3.5 minutes, start to finish, to build the sampling tool from all the data. Once we click OK, we can go to our sampling tool, and we can see here that there's an inputs and errors page that contains all of the information we entered. And then we can go and see each of the samples. Each sample, as you can see here, is a pivot table that's embedded in each worksheet. So you have your population data, and you have parameters that you can control, and refresh sample button that can allow you to update the sample based on the input of new parameters. You can see that we have each population, each strata that contains each GL account is contained in a worksheet. Again, with the various. Now you can see here that the samples, the pivot table here, has too many large dollar items. The LDT is too low for that one. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and make it at 20,000. Click refresh sample, and you can see that it's able to adjust the sample here. And by the way, if we had identified any reversals, offsets, those would have automatically appeared in the remove data section here to the right. Once we get all of the pivot tables with their sample data exactly the way we want them for each of the accounts, then at that point we run the Workpapers report builder, and it builds us a client-facing, attractive macro-enabled workbook that allows us to protect the data in the worksheets, get a listing of all the sample items in one place, for example, get FAR31 references, summary sheets that we can design, and nicely formatted sheets for each of the different sample items, where you can then go in and put in errors. And as you input errors, you will get automatic projections that are, and once this is done, you can go to the evaluation table and see your confidence intervals based on the separate ratio difference estimator and combined ratio estimators that you, as well as see all of the mathematics behind those estimates. Again, we'd like for you to reach out to Donna Ellis, Director of Professional Services, at 864-625-2171, or Donna at auditdataanalytics.net. And we'd love to talk to you and see how we can custom make this application for you that will meet your needs. Thank you very much for your time.